Hi, this is Wayne Morris. I'm going to give you a quick run through of my valuation spreadsheet, which I've designed for HMO to give you a quick and easy way of working out whether a particular property is good value for your acquisition. So up at the top here, these yellow boxes in this top half here are the variables that you can adjust, and down the bottom across these this matrix at the bottom, the relevant one will light up with all the answers. So at the top we've got number of rooms and the price per room, number of studios, price per studio, property price, mortgage rate, utilities that you're going to be expecting to spend on the property, bad debt, which is number of vacant rooms and anybody that doesn't pay, conversion cost to get to where you want to be, conversion cost per studio, management charge, obviously zero if you're doing it yourself, maintenance cost per year, valuation multiplier if you want to value it up on commercial income, and the legal costs of acquiring the property. Cash out is whether you create some equity and you want to refinance all that extra equity. So let's give it a quick go. Typical example might be 6 bedrooms at £65, no studios, doesn't matter then if you put a price in there, property price of £100,000, mortgage rate is 7%. We usually say that utilities are £3,500 per year for a 6 bedroom, bad debt of 10%, conversion £4,000 per room, doesn't matter what the studio rate is, 10% management, usually more like 12% for a lettings agency, £1,000 a year maintenance, and then the other two are 7 times and 1,000. So straight away down the bottom we'll go straight down and cut right down to what you're going to take from the property. We've got in this cell here we've got 20,280 is the gross possible rent. Out of that, you will be spending £15,000 because you're got a mortgage of 100 grand. You've also got the finance on the conversion that it costs you, management of 2,000. So you're down to 2,600 net per year if you're having to finance a £100,000 house. So looking further up, what can we do to make this work better? Can you squeeze another room in? 7 rooms, and this jumps across to this table, and we've now got a profit of more closer to 5,000 a year. So let's put that back and try some other adjustments. If you now look down this table, we've got a valuation based on income 141,000, and the finance available, if you were to refinance at 70%, would be 99,000. The conversion of 6 rooms at 4,000 is 24,000. So all in all, it's cost you 125,000 with the legal fee added in there to construct the house. But we've talked about it's only worth 99,000 after refinance. So therefore, to make the property really work for you, you need to renegotiate that property price and buy it for £74,372. So let's go ahead and do that. Say that we managed to bring it down to 75,000, put that figure in, and as you can see, the numbers now mean that you can't really cash out much, 300 quid, but at least the book's balance. And bottom line now has gone up to 4,300 because you're not financing such a huge pot of the 100,000. What would happen if you decided you could fit in some studios instead of some rooms? So we'll go ahead and put no rooms in, 6 studios at £100, and there we go. The value of the property has gone up massively. The bottom line has gone up massively, 11,200. And also, if you're able to refinance at 70%, they'll offer you 152,000 mortgage. The conversion has cost 48,000, so it's cost more, but now the conversion cost, the project cost is 124. You could afford to pay 103 if you needed to make the deal. But if you did buy it at that 75,000, you'd make £29,000 extra equity on the property. Now, if you want to take that money out, we're going to drop a Y in there to make it cash out. And as you can see, the bottom line goes down because you've moved 30,000 of extra equity on into the next property. So you have to finance that with a mortgage rate, but you're ended up with still a nice £6,000 of net rent. So let's go back to our original example, £100,000, 6 rooms, no studios. So what else can you do with this calculator? Well, let's stress test this. What would happen if the mortgage rate went up to 9%? Just about break it even, but at least you know that this particular example would stand a mortgage rate increase. What happens if your bad debt goes up? So let's try 20% of rooms are not paying their way at any one time. Still breaking even, but it means on this particular example you're going to have to be working quite hard to keep the rooms filled and keep the money rolling in. Put that back to 10%, and then if you manage it for yourself, no management fee, then obviously you're going to take the entire 5,000 yourself on that basis. So I hope that helps, but that's basically the spreadsheet in its essence.